Hello and good afternoon to you. I'm Neil Pinkett, the proprietor of Bath Cars, and today's car is the Saab 9.3. This is the 2-litre petrol engine car with an automatic gearbox, but it is badged up as the 1.8 turbo Vector, 150 brake horsepower, in a metallic grey. Not too many owners, and there's a good history with it, with a folder full of receipts and bills on the 04 reg. We'll come to all the documents a bit later, but we'll just go around the car and tell you what you need to know. This isn't a particularly dear car, but it drives absolutely beautifully. It really does knock your socks off when you drive it. It's lovely and smooth. There doesn't feel like there's any wear in it. It's probably been a company car for the first few years of its ownership to rack up some miles. It's done 122. We put a nice fresh number plate on the front there just because that's been discoloured. It's got the headlight wash. I wonder if it's got the xenon headlights. It's got some tax as well until the end of January next year, and the tax bracket's 154 for 6 months, so that's 280 for 12. A few little minor marks to the bonnet where there's been some bird's muck and stuff, but it's not too bad. It hasn't detracted. It's still in a good colour. Just had it cleaned. The interior is very, very sharp and looks really nice, but for a few wear marks here and there as well. On this side there is a little scuff there that could actually almost polish off, actually, I reckon, with some 3M paste. Again, that might do as well. And there's a few chips on the windscreen, although nothing too significant that would make it fail its MOT. A little chip there in the corner and a biggish one up there. You just see it make that one out, but he's still off the MOT zone. Plastic lens is still in relatively good order, although a little bit discoloured. And the front of the car, a few minor stone chips. What I want to do is just put those headlights on a moment, see what style headlights they are. But it is an exceptionally smooth drive. The engine sounds absolutely spot on. All the lights are off as they should be. What have they done? I've gone and pulled the bonnet. Well, we'll have a look at the bonnet whilst we're here, eh? He says. Come on, Neil, get it together. Remote locking, 2 keys. All the history will be up shortly. Let's put those front fogs on as well, see if they're working. 4 electric windows. No, it's not xenon headlights, which is pretty good news actually, because they're quite expensive. But looks like we've got a side light bulb gone for the MOT. Give it a tap. Ah, there we go, it's on. So hopefully that'll fix it. But those front fogs are working. That's good. Right. Obviously Saab was owned by General Motors, and the cars were that well engineered that they ended up costing General Motors so much to make per unit that they eventually had to bite the bullet and put the company into liquidation. But there are loads of Saab specialists about. There's a good one in Bath, a good one in Bristol. So if you're local, you can still get these cars serviced up and kept running without any problem whatsoever. So don't panic about all the potential press has been, but they still look a nice smart car, driven by normally executive type, so you should say architects is how Top Gear put it, but this side's a lot smarter than the other side. Let's run around the tyres then. So we've got a Marshall tyre here, and these tyre sizes are 225 45 ZR 17, so 17-inch wheels. Doesn't look like it's got lockers. That wheel tyre is about 30% worn. This is another Marshall. Again, loads of meat on that one actually. Plenty of meat to go. Can I see the pads in there? Pads look fine actually. Yeah, plenty of meat on the pads. Supplied by Just Saab. There's a supplying dealer and Just Saab plates on the front and the back. A few little minor marks here which have been touched in. What have we got here tyre wise? This is a Cooper and he's about half worn. And this one here is a Mattrack by the looks of it, Mattrack FX, with a light bit of curbing to the alloy, plenty of meat on the pad still, and that tyre looks practically new. Timing chain driven, no cam belt to worry about on these, so you haven't got to mess about with cam belt changes. The engine's purring over nicely. Let's go and have a look at the service history then. Okay, welcome to the history and documents then for this Saab. How many owners? 3 owners on this one. 2 gentlemen owners. Last change of ownership was February 2008. 9.3 Vector, 150 bhp auto. Petrol car, 221 grams per kilometre. And it's a 2000 dead-on cc, colour black. So V5 is present, a spare key is also present there, so we've got 2 remote keys, and the MOT certificate is valid until March the 13th, 2014. A few advisories here. We've got suspension arm slight play, stone chips on the windscreen, which I've actually seen, they're not in the zone, so that's okay. Light switch slightly loose. Offside front headlight output poor, number plates poor, seal covers, seals covered. Well, every modern car's got plastic seal covers on these days. Exhaust corroded, front discs worn, rear discs worn. They're highlighted. I assume they've been replaced. Near side front tyre wall damaged, oil leak, or offside front inner wheel rim dented. So, a few minor advisories. This isn't an expensive car, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem for it. We do have a nice service history though, with loads of bills and receipts, and we've got stamps in the book here. 17k, 36k, 50k, 69k, 102 and 105. So plenty of nice stamps in the book. And then we've got loads of receipts and bills here. £187 major service, £390 which is suspension arms, etc. What's this one here? £309. Oil filter, general servicing of filter, servicing and ancillaries. Spring, coil spring, 390. Is that a duplicate? That seems like the same as what the other one was. Ah, looks like it. Is the date same? £94,000, 101,000, 390.24. That's pretty amazing that they've got exactly the same costs for each job. Well, there we go. Maybe it came to a certain amount plus the VAT brings it out of that. The MOT test, 30 quid, £149. Some tyres. We've got a geometry tracking alignment, all very clever. £275, 144. Plenty of bills and receipts. Another geometry check. 122. £182. 124. And what's this one here? Quite a lot. 176. So plenty of receipts from Basingstoke MOT Tyre Centre. So they've done plenty of work on that car and supplied plenty of bills and receipts. So there we go. Back to the car. Boot space in the back. I've currently got my little fold-up bike in the back there, where I've just been to collect the car. I've just this minute arrived back from Bristol. Folding rear seats, a decent boot space in the back there. You'll find that that's just an ordinary skinny tyre, a wheel brace and jack, all present and correct. Don't worry, you won't get the bike, it'll be taken out shortly. So in the back here then, electric windows, a few minor marks to the handles, a little bit of marking to the back seats, but nothing too bad. Roof lining really sharp and clean. Airbags galore. It looks like a good 8 airbags here. Map pockets. Carpets are in sharp condition as well. Isofix child seats ×2. Obviously the Valentine company could do with being a little bit more thorough. I'll try and get that hoovered out. What a shame, I made a mess. Who would keep leaves in there, eh? Anyway, we've had the seats wet cleaned and the bases have come up really nice and clean. So half leather with a cloth fabric, just to brighten up a bit actually. Sort of makes it look and correspond nicely to the exterior colour. There's the 4 electric windows with electric mirrors, and they've been checked and they work, although the folding part of it I didn't seem to be able to get to work, so maybe the fuse has gone or the relay's gone. Lumbar support, decent seats, little hole in the bottom of the floor well there, but nothing much to worry about once we've got some carpet mats on it. Temperature sitting nicely at the halfway mark. Cigarette lighter or power supply. Little cubby holes, couple of keys. There's the handbrake, which is about perfect. Lovely leather steering wheel, fingertip control hi-fi, paddle shift, cruise control, and fingertip on the volume and seek. But paddle shift on here, you can change the gears in the manual mode. Another ashtray. The fan and heater all working fine. Difficult to work out whether the aircon will blow cold because it is actually summer at the moment. Winter. Outside temperature is less than about 8 degrees at the moment. Yeah, you can't hear whether the compressor's clicking in or not due to the road noise out there. Let's wait until the quiet bit. Turn the radio off for starters. Yeah, difficult to say. Can't say whether the aircon will blow cold at the moment. There's a glove compartment with just Saab still on there. There's owner's manuals, the wallet there. All the courtesy lights working nicely. Headrest, CD player. Here's the best bit, the best cup holder in the business. Look at that for design. If you base it on just that, isn't that smart? Look at that. There's a few manufacturers that could learn a lot from that. Okay, so temperature sitting nicely, power steering, obviously, decent radio, CD player, yeah, gear, leather, auto gear knob, and it looks like it's got, has it got auto lights on? No, it's not auto lights, panel's just a bit loose there. Washers, wipers, no rear wiper, but rear heated screen on this one. So, there we go then. I'd say that's a pretty nice automatic Saab 1.8 turbo, or 2 litre as it is, but it's 150 brake horsepower with plenty of go, in a nice colour and nice and clean. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this video clip. Hope it's been some use to you. We'll speak to you soon. Bye bye. We'll just pop the bonnet there so you can see the engine compartment. It's pretty much a General Motors engine, a 4-cylinder 150 brake horsepower motor, but sounding really nice with a timing chain, no cam belt. So ABS pump, nice clean coolant bottle. Yeah, all okay. Right you are. Thanks for watching.